Welcome to Kaijus, Slashers, and Ewoks.
Oh my.
How's it going, boys?
Pretty good.
And Skinny?
It is going great.
Great.
Groovy, actually.
Groovy.
Mm.
All right, bud.
So,
I'm sorry. What do we have on the table for tonight?
hold on, let me go get my set list out over here. It looks like we're going to talk about Mass Effect. Now, for our viewing audience to know, Kyle says he's about at an 8 drunk, so we're going to see how well this goes, but we're going to try to do a full Mass Effect like we did last time with Star Wars.
I'm going to try my hardest to keep composure.
Alrighty, so I don't know, like, Dylan, like, what was the first topic you wanted to discuss with Mass Effect?
Like, I want to know, like, the kind of character you played. Like, were you a good guy, like a bad guy, a badass, renegade?
Or Paragon.
We aren't going to get into, like, the choices that you made throughout the games. That'll come when we discuss each game, but I want to know, like, how you played the game.
Are we going to do this in turns or just...
In turns, yeah. And, like, did you play it strategically? Did you play it like an action game, like a homo?
Wait,
Not against
Caveman,
homosexuals.
have you even beat all the Mass Effects? Or there's at least one you haven't played, right?
Actually, it was 3 that I never got a chance to complete.
Noob.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Dude, 3 was dope. That's fucking awesome drunken multiplayer
I
there,
feel
dude.
like later on we can get into 3.
Now, the multiplayer was fun. I didn't actually care for a lot of the core gameplay elements itself, but, you know.
I think
whatever.
3 was great until the end.
Let's not get into
Yeah.
this
We are
again, like
jumping
I
ahead
said
of
every time.
ourselves
Alright.
quite a
This
bit.
is where like we come with the hook and like bring you guys back in off stage.
Well, I'll start. I felt that between the 3 games, it was more of an action game to me. And I loved the opportunities that you would punch a reporter because I was a renegade. I don't know how many of you did, but I played through 1, 2, and 3 as a renegade just to be that fucking badass savior to save the galaxy.
Renegade to save the galaxy?
Renegade
That gotta
to
make
save the
some
galaxy.
sense.
It does not.
Maybe he was like a anti-hero, like a Snake Plissken. That he was forced into doing it.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. I guess I'll go next. I made multiple characters, but the main was a Vanguard, like Paragon. So I was just that like Captain Kirk-esque character that was supposed to be portrayed, I think, with the original concept of the game. But yeah,
See, I'm just kind of like you, Dylan. Like, I did a Paragon, and, like, that's what, like, when I finally got around to playing Mass Effect at your behest, because, like, Mass Effect 2 was already out at that time, like, that's what really turned me on to it, because I saw so many correlations with fucking Star Trek, and that's how I played it. Fucking Captain Kirk was fucking Shepard, and then fucking, what the hell was his guy name? Spock was,
Garrus.
Garrus, my home slice boy.
So,
So,
did,
Jake, Jake, what did you do with your 2 out of the 3 that you played?
Well, when I finally actually did get Mass Effect, I did get it on the PS3 just because I did not have a 360 in high school when the games came out and were
Hell of a deal.
popular. It was a very good deal and it was a very
Punk
good gift.
bitch.
Thank you, Dylan Hinshaw. But in any case, the way I played, I just kind of went with whatever I felt was right with the situation. So I didn't really adhere to any
How
sort of.
many of you did
archetype.
actually punch the reporter?
I think that's
Kyle,
all you want
you're
to talk
really
about. I
drunk.
think you're the only one that punched the reporter.
Really? In all 3 games, I punched that bitch.
I punched her in one of the playthroughs of the first one. Yeah.
It was the best
About on a
feeling.
Renegade one, it wasn't your main guy, right?
I actually think it was my main Vanguard. Yeah.
Damn!
It was the best feeling. She's trying to like put you up against inside you with the Reapers, but you're like, dude, fuck you, bitch, and you punch her in the face.
Yeah, but dude, like, you don't see a president just going off and slocking somebody because a dickhead reporter's asking him questions.
Yeah, I handled
damn
that
it.
with way more tact.
We'll
dude.
get into
Anyway,
this.
all
Let
right.
him finish.
Thank you. All I was going to say was I never really adhered to any of the character archetypes like a Paragon or a Renegade. I mean, I found myself kind of agreeing with more of the neutral and maybe the Paragon choices most of the time, and once in a while I would choose a Renegade. But moreover, it was like neutrality, I think, for the win.
What the fuck is Nelson doing?
That cat's taking a shit.
No,
Like,
likes that cover
everything
box.
Jake said, like, I didn't even hear a word because I'm just watching this cat take a shit.
He basically said,
I was basically
Scratch,
neutral.
scratch, cover
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
I love this cover box. Scratch, scratch.
So,
exactly.
alrighty, what else good? Alright, some easy questions. Alright, so Skinny Kyle and I guess Dylan punched the reporter, and we all basically were paragons, except Jake was neutral and Skinny was a full-on renegade.
Fuck yeah,
It was sort of
Renegade.
like a good
Who?
neutral.
All right, starting with
Neutral.
Mass Effect, we won't get into storylines and shit yet, but we'll go do this. In Mass Effect 1, who fucked who?
Oh, I fucked, fucking one. Holy
The
shit.
human? Ashley.
I fucked the
Ashley
fuck out of
Williams.
Ashley. Because, it was Ashley. Who
Oh,
wasn't
Captain,
going
my
to?
Captain.
Damn straight.
Captain.
And I mean, who wouldn't have like ended up fucking her anyway? Because like it was either her or the dude you had to save, and you're like, come on, dude.
Yeah, right?
Somebody fucked the third choice.
No, I fucked Ashley.
You know,
I was
if
going
Tal-
after Liara. That never happened.
If Tally
But-
wasn't 13 at the time, I would have fucked Tally.
It still would have been cool.
All right. Now in Mass Effect 2, Ashley wasn't in it, so I fucked Ashley.
Well,
but like, who did you
Miranda.
fuck in Mass Effect 2?
Naturally, Miranda. Or at least the events leading up to Miranda.
Kind of jumping around, are we?
No, we're just going with who fucked who, and then we'll go back and talk about the actual games. Because he wanted to just know about the reporter. I just wanted to know who fucked who.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll do this.
That's the only reason I did it. I was like, all right, I'll do a podcast.
Okay.
Let's just talk about fucking video game people.
That gay guy in the bottom floor.
But you didn't let everybody else finish about two.
Sorry, that's fucking
dick.
faggot.
But now we know you're a faggot deep down. So.
Gay shepherd.
I actually went for Miranda too. Like, I don't know, just as a natural human choice, so I decided to bang her.
That girl with the A letter. Who the fuck is she? Alec? Not Alex.
No, you
Wait.
can fuck,
You're talking-
Jack.
yeah,
that's
Jack.
who it is.
Jack doesn't start with an A, though.
It's the same fucking
Like,
name.
I was thinking that, I was like, no one started with an A, dude.
A, J, they're only like,
we
10
did
letters off.
preface this with that I'm an 8 out of 10, right? Right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Alrighty, who did you fuck in Mass Effect 2, Dylan?
Tally. She wasn't 13.
She was legal.
She went on her pilgrimage.
She is good.
And who did you fuck, Jake?
I actually got Liara in the second one. So, I mean, that was pretty nice. I was trying to go after her in the first one, and that never happened, so.
Okay, so now we're on to Mass Effect 3, which was the fucking hardest choice to choose because basically they brought back almost all the love choices you could.
Tally.
Wasn't a hard choice. Tally.
Tally.
yeah,
Tally.
Tally.
You fuckers.
Tally.
What I was saying was they brought back all your love choices, so you had to choose like, do I fuck the people from 1? Do I fuck the people from 2? Who do I fuck when you get to 3?
The forbidden fruit. Tally.
Okay.
I think the real answer would be, what the fuck's his name?
The
The
gay
Mecha-
guy.
Krill guy.
I thought you were going to say Cortez.
Oh,
Thane.
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 There we
If
go.
you were a chick, you could fuck him, but as a dude, you couldn't.
Yeah, I know. But we'll get into that because Jake
Or
didn't
that
go
gay
there.
Yeah.
Mexican.
And so now,
Yeah.
who did you fuck him?
It was a continuation. Tally.
Okay,
Tally.
Jesus.
Dude, Tally was fucking wet and ready to go.
See, guys, I was torn because when I did Mass Effect 2, I was looking at it from more of an Indiana Jones, Captain Kirk fucks anybody, right? Not a tie down guy. And then I did the Shadow Broker DLC, and you read like Miranda can't have kids and everything. Broke
Right?
my fucking heart.
Yeah, like,
so
why
when
would
I
you
got
want
to
that?
Mass Effect 3, and it was like Ashley or Miranda,
You
I'm
want
gonna
those
go.
book teeth.
I'm gonna go with Miranda
Yeah.
because I was so heartbroken because I felt bad for her. She can't have kids and shit.
Yeah.
How
Which
do you
is really
think
sad.
Ashley felt?
Oh fuck her, dude. She could reproduce. She could find some other black dick to fuck or something.
Jesus.
Dude. Ashley was a kind-hearted soul.
So was
She was
Miranda.
a very racist
Miranda
person,
was a
too.
genetically...
Miranda never even asked. Like she was created, man. She was a
Ice Queen.
poor victim.
Ice Queen, exactly. Like she was the epitome of a woman. It's in the game.
And she had the nicer ass. Like that's what I always go with.
But the
when
ass
it comes
was
to who to
genetically
fuck.
engineered.
Yeah, she was
It was
fake.
fake. It was fake as fuck.
But it wasn't like implant fake. It was like still
was
human.
implant
No,
fake.
no, it wasn't.
It's basically the
It
same
wasn't like
thing.
an ass implant, dude. It
It's
was like an
basically
ass.
the same thing. It's
No,
genetically modified,
That-
yeah.
who's the fucking guy in the sky with the sun? The
What the fuck are you talking about?
Thane?
no, not the
He had a
fucking
son?
The eye in the sky was.
Cerberus. The head
I
Cerberus
heard
head.
the eye in the sky with the sun.
Martin
You're really
Sheen?
slurring your
Yeah,
words.
Martin Sheen?
this is just
What's
the
his
dude.
fucking name? Wasn't he?
No, it's like
Martin
the
Sheen?
mysterious,
Like that?
the mysterious man. or
Mysterious
something.
Man.
Yeah.
Mysterious man. Yeah, like he helped create Miranda. Did he not?
Yeah,
he
he's
had
the one that
money.
created her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her dad was an asshole, apparently.
So like he fucking made her. So it's fake. Fake.
Yeah, but you make it sound like plastic, like fake tits, like we have here on
basically
Earth. and
is.
shit.
Pretty
No,
much.
it's not, dude. She had full on real
They
shit.
manipulated her DNA to be exactly what she is today.
Exactly.
So,
She can't have kids.
But she's still made from biological
And
material.
but you, how do you think she feels about that tough stuff?
it doesn't matter.
Do you ever
She's
think
a
about that
cold-hearted
for a
bitch.
second?
Oh, I did.
I mean,
She
fuck
probably
her,
feels
too.
like shit.
Jacob wanted to fuck her.
I'll actually side with Kyle more so just in this one argument, or with Fat Kyle. Like Miranda's a way more interesting character to me than Ashley.
How is she interesting? She was made in the laboratory.
I know, but she's like that
QB.
tortured soul, man.
I think this can come up
Exactly.
later. I think it's time we get
Yes.
into the
So
first
now
game.
let's just go back to Mass Effect 1 and like I don't know, what do you choices?
Well, let's set up the story. I mean, Mass Effect, the story. You are apparently the first chosen candidate for a human Spectre. Though we'll
Well-
get into that later.
I want to get. How many of you actually read this? The Mass Effect, the first article and tips and tricks.
I did because I bought
I
that
know-
game the first day.
I know I did in tips and tricks, and it was fucking amazing. Just the article.
Well, that was like a year before it came out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
A year and a half.
And I loved everything about the article. The opportunity to anything you do affects the entire galaxy. I thought that was astounding.
But it was BioWare. What did you expect?
What Bioware had only Master Republic before that.
Baldur's Gate, you had choices.
Baldur's Gate was pretty low key in that.
Baldur's Gate's fucking epic.
We'll get to that
Another time.
another podcast.
But yeah, both of you. So we set up the story, then you started talking about fucking tips and tricks and Baldur's Gate.
I
You're
was
as bad as
interrupted.
Jake in this one.
I was interrupted,
Jesus.
and I
Alright.
just went with
I
what
love
was said.
tips and tricks. It's my magazine when I was younger.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
back
okay.
to the main fucking theme.
Okay, so we set up our story. Commander Shepard, whoever his first name, the generic name is John Shepard. You make his background. Is a candidate for the first human Spectre. There was actually another human Spectre supposedly before that, but we'll get into that. Maybe. And he's going on a mission to figure out what happened to a human colony. Unlike, was it Eden Prime? I think it was.
Yeah.
Which then starts leading into intrigue as one of the head Spectres, Saren, goes rogue. And you're trying to like prove that he is like helping. What the fuck? What's the name of the race?
Reapers.
Reapers. No, but what's the race that's helping the Reapers?
I think it's just
Oh,
Reapers
the
in
robot,
first
the
name.
Geth.
The
Yeah.
Geth.
The Geth.
Yeah.
It turns out they're not as intimidating as it seemed.
Yes, but that's basically the story. I mean, in a nutshell. And then you end up stopping Saren.
There's a lot of between the spider race.
I mean, isn't there like 80 hours of gameplay between like,
Yeah.
you just said?
I was covering this. We're going to get into those little things throughout like those side stories,
Oh yeah.
but I just wanted to like cover Saren's a bad guy.
I played Mass Effect 1 in, I think, 2008. When was it released?
2007.
Yeah, I think I played in 2008. Which is when Saban finally sold me his 360.
Worthless
Which was-
fuck.
Saban or 360? Both?
Both.
Mystery.
Which the first game I played on that was Mass Effect because I've been looking forward to it for years. But yeah, it was pretty much the Saren fighting the Geth.
Saren helping the Geth help the Reapers.
You know,
Yeah, bring back the Reapers or whatever. Well, wasn't the thing with like Mass Effect 1 was there's only that one Reaper?
Sovereign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sovereign.
Yeah.
There's only the one Reaper in
Well,
one.
He was like the guy that was like he was kind of like the messenger.
He's possessing Saren, wasn't he?
He was possessing
Yeah.
everybody.
Saren.
But he was like the one that was there before the other Reapers showed up. But we'll get into that.
I always thought it was cool. Like you could convince Saren to shoot himself, and then he just
Epic.
fucking gets brought back.
Yes.
The
Right?
Reaper brings him back anyway.
Dude, that
I
fight,
actually did do that. I thought that was freaky.
I think the Saren fight I still have saved to my 360 hard drive because I think it was so fun.
It's an epic fight.
It is.
It's the
I
best
mean,
boss
you got
fight.
fighting Saren and fighting Sovereign. It's pretty fun.
Most believable villain in the whole series. It's better than the last boss in 2, but we'll get into that.
The fuck was a lot? Oh, it was
Wasn't
like
it
a
like
giant
weird
baby or
Human Reaper.
Yeah. That thing was weird.
Spoiler.
I don't remember.
But,
it was that unflattering.
I don't know. I thought the Shadow Broker was kind of a badass, and
Well,
once
we're
you got
jumping
to 2, but
ahead
that's like
to-
DLC and shit.
I tried to avoid most of the DLC.
You weren't missing much on the number one's DLC.
Because
The number 1 was the only one I didn't do the DLC for. I did all 2s and all 3s. Well, no, I still had to do the last one, Citadel, Part 1 and Part 2. You go on a shore leave into a party.
fucking right.
That is epic.
But,
No, what are the big events in Mass Effect 1? They're really, I mean, they're quite a few.
Like the only one I remember is the fucking spider.
the
one.
Gether,
Yeah, yeah.
the Gether fucking
then Mako.
bombing that one
Shit.
planet, and fucking they're down in the temple ruins and shit.
Yeah,
They have to
choosing.
drive the fucking car. Then there's the snow
Mako.
planet. Snow planet's on the first one.
Yeah,
With the bugs.
I remember that too.
What are those called?
I
What are
can't
those
remember.
bugs? The
Okay.
crab-like things?
I want to say it starts with like a T, but I don't.
It's not a
I
T.
thought it started with like a K.
Maybe.
I think
I
I
don't
thought
know.
it starts in.
I don't
A.
know, but remember you could choose to kill the fucking bug thing
The
or not.
queen.
And then it came back in 3 to fucking help you. I was
I
like,
took
fuck
mercy
yeah.
on it.
That's
I
why-
knew I should have saved your ass.
No, dude, I did save him.
So did I.
The
I think we all
Rachni.
did, right? Because you
Rachni,
just said
Rachni.
you,
The
Rachni,
Rachni.
yeah.
you said you saved him, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
did.
all saved the bitch.
Dude, like the queen's like, I don't want to die. I can help you later. And I'm like, I feel sympathy. Here's your life. As long as you don't fuck with us later, pretty much.
Oh, I guess that leads us to another big character because that's like one of the core bosses of the game is
The
one of the
Rachni queen?
Asari.
Yeah, but wasn't it-
The
Venezia.
possessed Asari.
Venezia, that's
Liliana's mom.
Liara's mother.
Yeah. Oh,
Wasn't that in
God,
one?
yeah.
Or is that two?
What?
Was that one or two?
No,
That's
that was one.
That was
Yeah,
one-
that's,
she was
that's when you
possessed,
first
right?
you meet Liliara and
That's
she's
next
in
to
that
meet
fucking.
the Rachni too.
She's
Yeah.
caught in that bubble, and then when you go fight her mom, because she can or can't be there when you fight the mom,
She's all green
because
and
they're
shit.
two different planets.
Yeah. But
Or,
yeah, I
wait.
said Rachni and got Liara. Is my side
Oh no, God! I was thinking of the. I remember that
Dude,
boss fight. I
one-
was thinking of the green Asari.
One
You
has the
remember that?
fucking epic hold the line,
Oh yes.
dude. We forgot about that.
What are they called? What's that race?
It's what Morris, the
Morden?
yeah,
The
the
Solarians?
doctor.
Solarians.
Solarian?
Yeah,
Solarians.
Fucking Morden.
and they're
Oh
like,
my
hold,
god.
that's
No,
two.
later
hold
on. Later on.
But yeah,
holy
two
fucking
two
shit.
had the epic hold the fucking
We
line.
will hold the line, you skinny motherfuckers.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get
And the line
teary.
collapsed really
Teary-eyed.
fastly.
Dude, it was fucking epic.
And then, well, fuck, see, we're jumping around in one even.
Yeah.
But on that planet, that's one where you choose Ashley or Caden.
You get Rex and Caden also. Or Rex, Ashley, and Caden.
Rex is optional. Rex, no, because you already
it
have
really?
I feel like
Rex.
this is a bad
Rex
idea.
starts at the beginning of the game. You have Rex.
Maybe we should talk about the characters before we talk about the events.
Well,
You meet Rex on the Citadel, dude.
Do you really? 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember Caden killed Rex.
Because remember, he's
In
when
my
you go
game.
to the fucking bar to
You
fight
said
that
Ashley
bounty
killed
hunter. Rex
in
is
your
there.
game.
Yep.
No, Caden killed Rex. And I was fucking furious.
You
Huh.
suck.
Dude,
I don't know how the fuck it happened, but I was pissed off.
You know why? You know what? I'll tell you why. Because you're a fucking renegade. That's why.
Was it really that?
Yeah.
you need
If you were a paragon and
Yeah.
a good guy, you could talk him out of
Well,
it.
I feel bad because I wanted to kill Caden. I fucking hated Caden the entire game.
Okay.
So
he
it
fucking
wasn't
killed
even a
Rex.
love interest at that point. You're just like, you killed my homeboy. Fuck
Yeah.
you, and that's why you killed.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
We need to talk about the characters. I think that's what we should have covered first before we actually get into more of the
We got
events.
Caden, Rex, Gareth, Ashley, Tally. Is Tally there yet?
Yes.
Tally,
Yes, Tally's
Tally,
there.
Liara, and I
Kaden.
feel like we're missing one more.
Seth Great Joker.
Joker.
But he's
Yeah,
not a playable
Joker.
character, is he?
No.
No.
But remember, he's crippled in one.
Yeah, and two.
Two, he has his legs right off the bat.
Really?
Because remember, you die at the beginning of one, and then when you come back, like, Joker's walking and shit. And he's
Yeah.
like, you died, and then we brought you back.
Yeah. Cerberus. Yeah, Cerberus was two, wasn't it?
Yep.
So,
So,
I remember
Caden.
playing that game when Abby was born. Like, there's some pictures.
dude, the only cool thing about Caden was it was the guy that voiced Garth from KOTOR. Like, that's really the
That's
only thing I remember about that douchebag.
I get headaches sometimes.
Wasn't
Maybe
he
that's why
like
I
a
hate both of them.
wasn't he like? Didn't he have cybernetic parts or
He's
something?
biotic.
Biotic,
They
yeah,
don't have cybernetic parts. They like.
Yeah,
your
he's just a
brain.
biotic.
yeah. Yeah, that was really the only standout thing about him. I don't really remember much else about him, honestly.
He was kind of boring.
He really was.
He's a fucking bitch.
I let him die during the.
We'll get
Oh,
into
who
that.
should I choose?
Ashley.
Fucking hate
Ash.
Fucking hate Caden.
Ashley was alright.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Then
Uh,
Ashley.
There's Pimp Daddy Garrus.
Garrus is
Garrus is a bro.
Garrus.
the one true
Garrus
character.
is
you
a
need.
bro.
I really liked Garrus in 1. I even liked him more once we get to 2.
And
Archangel.
3.
Yeah, when you
Oh,
beat him back in 2,
yeah.
you're like, what?
That was so awesome.
This is a 180 I never saw. But Rex, hands down, the coolest fucking Krogan there ever was.
Who's he replaces him too? Isn't it Rogue? Not Rogue.
Grunt.
Grunt. Yeah.
Rogue.
Same
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
thing.
Not
we'll
what?
get into
They
that.
replaced him with a member of the X-Men, actually, but we won't get into that.
So Rex and Garrus, the dream team.
Yeah, we could do that. What Kyle was pissing. Well, we just covered all the characters. We named them, right?
Tally,
Well, we didn't talk about them in
Liara.
depth.
Tally, Liara.
Tally, really interesting, just because you don't see her face and you don't quite know much about the Quarians until you start talking to her. I mean, that's
Yes, it's true.
Who? Well, you just said Dream Team, but that made me reminded me. We can talk about like who did you have in your main playable party?
Rex Garrus.
Rex and Garrus. See, I did Rex and Garrus, but then I switched it up because I'm like, well, I want my love, and because I do that shit on Dragon Age and stuff too. I always like my love interest being the fucking party with me because it's like, fuck it, we're gonna fuck later, so you might as well see all the crazy shit I'm seeing.
Well, it has to suit my playstyle personally.
So I would like switch out Rex for Ash every now and then. But then if I was like, baby, it's a really dangerous mission, I'd take fucking Rex because he's like, I'm ready, dude, and I was like, I know you're ready.
I once in a while would switch out Rex for Tally.
But
Thank-
you mainly did the Garrison Rex also,
Well, yeah.
and then you'd switch
Well, I
Rex
thought that
out
you
for
knew
Tally.
that, but maybe I should have specified. Yeah, I was mainly Rex and Garrus also, but once in a while,
Understandably
Rex
so,
and
though.
Tally.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I did that shit in 2 also. What?
Well,
No, because of Rex wasn't even into. So
You
I was
mean
like,
like Grunt
I was
and
like,
Garrus?
fuck
That's
it.
not true. He shows up.
Yes, but he's not playable.
Okay. Yeah.
Mine was.
So then I
Grunt
was
and
like,
Garrus.
fuck it. I went full on just love interest in Garrus, the 2 and 3. I was like, fuck it.
Really? You didn't
Why
choose
not?
Grunt? Like you could choose
Why
Grunt
the fuck
and
would
pretend
I
he was
choose
Rex.
Grunt?
We'll get into this. He is a poor man's Rex, but we'll get into this.
Yeah.
He
Like,
is,
don't get
that's
me
why you
wrong.
just kind of pretend
He's better.
Rex.
He's better than if they're like, dude, here's a lump of shit. Do you want that to go into battle with you? I guess I'll take Grunt, but I mean, after fucking that, and then you give me this, I want that. I don't want this. But Kyle, who did you have in your fucking play out, like in your party in Mass Effect 1?
Mass Effect 1, I think it was Ashley and Garrus.
So
Or
you're
Either Ashley and Rex. Just because I wanted Ashley's reputation with me to be higher than what it should be.
see,
Of course.
that's what I said. I said I had Garrus and Rex, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have my love interest. I was like, Garrus
Yeah.
and fucking Ash.
Garrus and Rex were pretty interchangeable as their respective tanks kind of role. To me.
See, I didn't really think of Garrus as a tank.
Garrus was more like he did damage. He was a rogue.
Yeah, like Rex was full on tank. Yeah, but
I don't know.
well, what else you want? What?
What were some of your guys' favorite weapons in 1? Like, what weapons did you use the most?
I use assault rifle pretty.
I had to use pistols and
religiously.
shotguns because I was Vanguard.
Pistols.
I can't remember the names because there were so many goddamn weapons.
Dude, there's
that I
so
could-
many, and like so
I
many
strictly use
variations of
pistols.
those weapons as well. It was ridiculous.
I just did the assault rifle and sniper rifle.
Which
Yeah.
class did you play? I was Vanguard.
I was a soldier.
I was Vanguard also.
I don't know the other one.
Uh,
Scout? Was Scout one?
You could be. Could you be a biotic?
Yeah.
in one, or was that
Infiltrator.
later?
Infiltrator?
Yeah, I was the biotic because you guys should know.
Magic
any
user.
RPG
Yeah, the
magic
infiltrator.
user is main.
Trader.
Vanguard could use magic too.
Yeah, Vanguard was kind of like the best combination of both.
Well, they were
And
tanks.
I upgraded the shit out of my pistols. Like, Marksman was my favorite ability in that
It is the
game.
greatest
It's so
ability.
fucking cool.
Yeah, dude.
But magic users are the best because they're fucking.
See,
awesome.
there wasn't any like memorable weapons on 1 for me. Like I don't know. I just look back and it was like because 1 was the one where you didn't even have ammo. Like you just did the recharge of the
Yeah, it
gun.
came
Right?
up
Yeah.
like
Yep.
automatically.
Yeah, so like I don't like nothing memorable about the fucking weapons.
Well, no,
for me
they
in
weren't
1.
memorable. I just wanted to know what kind of playing style you guys liked the most. I
Well, it's
guess.
by the class you choose.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
that
but-
too, but then you have. Did you use the pause system, or did you just go gung ho the whole time?
Oh no, I used the
personally
pause
use the pause
system.
system.
What was the
Stupid
pause
like that.
system?
Well, you could
Oh,
pause
sure.
and, like dictate the more strategic moves that you would want to use as opposed
Yeah, I just
to,
went gung ho.
as opposed to just going gung ho. I use the mix myself.
Demon.
Demon, why?
I don't know. I just
Dude, I didn't do fucking action mode in 3, so that would be full on.
Granted, I was
demon.
playing Insanity, but
Don't shoot me.
Pussies.
Oh.
Okay. What else happened in 1 that we could talk about?
tons of huge things that happen. I remember you go to one planet, and there's like this big like vagina-looking thing that like spits out like green versions of things. So there's like the green Asari with like freckles on it or something.
That's what I was thinking you guys were talking about earlier when you were
What the
talking
hell
about
Was
is
that the
Asari
was
boss.
that the was that the bug people?
No,
and
no,
shit
no, no,
still?
no.
No, the bug people were controlling the green Asari.
And then they were like
They were speaking through her telepathically. She was kind of like possessed by the
Zombies?
Arachni queen.
in it too.
Oh, no, they were in 1.
Did
They like
you
Geth.
use your laptop?
Geth.
They weren't the husks. These were like zombies.
Oh,
Hospital and Future too.
yeah.
They were.
Did you brought your laptop
Why would
No.
you bring a laptop?
for fact checking?
You have a smartphone.
Yeah, but it's really like inconvenient.
For God's sake.
I am gonna shoot you in
I
the
remember
fucking
what you
face.
guys were
Ermire
talking
was the name
about.
of the planet, but
I know what you guys are talking about.
it's
I
this
don't know what
giant
they're called.
vagina
though.
thing that spits out like copies of things.
See, I don't remember that. I was talking about the zombies. I don't remember a giant cosmic vagina that spits out green shit.
Oh, this happened. I'm not crazy. Jesus, not crazy.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Dude,
bring up. It
I
did
haven't
happen.
fucking played 1 in years, so
It did happen,
I do vaguely know what the fuck you're talking about, but
and that was like my favorite part. But I think. And then there was this epic side mission where you go after this doctor guy that like used organs from his patients and made these creatures.
yeah, I
Oh,
remember
that guy
that.
was a sick son of a bitch.
But
Dr. Hart.
you remember his name even.
Yeah.
That asshole is
That was an
burned into
epic
my
mission.
memory.
That is epic mission.
Um,
You guys don't have epic parts like that?
Vermire. This?
I remember descending onto like a moon of some planet and fighting this like giant centipede thing. It was incredibly creepy because I wasn't expecting it.
Wasn't that in 2?
Nope, wrong
No,
place.
that was in 1.
no.
That's Vermire.
There was
Wrong
one of
place.
those in 2, but there was the one I'm thinking of was in Mass Effect 1.
What?
Do you remember
giant,
the
like,
giant
centipede
centipede thing? It was on like a moon to a planet.
Oh no,
That's
that's
Dire Maw.
yeah, that's for the change for No, you can fight those on 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I was arguing with Skinny. They were in 1, and I
Because
remember
like
that.
you go after this beacon and then like it
You want me
pops
to shoot
up.
him?
Dragmaw.
I'll shoot him.
Something about something Ma.
Shoot him. Right in his fucking eye, like he did me.
He already shot me with that stupid
Shut up.
ass dart gun.
Or else
Yeah.
you get shot. Anyway.
There are tons of memorable parts in 1. Overall, I think it's the best game.
Oh yeah, I did that today. Isaac is a friend of ours. He's going back and replaying the Mass Effects, and he asked me what my favorite was, and I said 1.
It
I mean,
has-
that's a no-brainer.
It's a story that stands on its own, in my opinion.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think he ever beat 2 or 3.
For the best. Two.
They did get dumbed and watered
Yeah.
down. Like the story and shit wasn't, but like the combat that got dumbed and watered down each time to the point in like you could melee in 2, and then they added the Omni Blade in 3, and you're like, what the fuck?
I do
Yeah.
think the story gets goofier with the sequels.
Yeah, like they're still interesting stuff. Like, but nothing will ever touch the first one. You know what I mean? It had a start, a middle, and a fucking end. Like it could be a standalone, like you just said. I think 2 and 3 just kind of build on that experience because you're like, I already know these fucking races and like these people and stuff.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That made me think.
Like
of
the
something.
only like fun thing I ever thought about with 2 was like just how many like companions you can have and like doing their quests and stuff. Because
The
apart from that,
loyalty
2 was
system?
fucking worthless. I like 3 more than 2.
I don't think it's worthless, but it's like
It's filler.
it's an action game.
It's filler. Like on it's like an album. Like you have badass songs, and there's your filler songs. 2 is just filler.
Okay, well let's get into the characters of the filler game. Zaid, DLC character.
Zahid.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember
because
Zaid.
yeah.
you had to
I
create the fucking account, and you got him. He's the mercenary guy.
Yeah, I never got that guy.
No,
What?
neither did
That
I.
game default. Like when you opened up the fucking box, right there was the thing.
Talk about the
Never
other
got
DLC
him.
character, Natsumi.
uh,
Not
Was that
Natsumi
3?
wasn't that fascinating.
not
to
to
me.
me.
She was in
Which
2.
one was that?
She was like the thief.
She was in 2.
Yeah, she was in 2.
I remember because
was,
she died during the suicide
Never
mission.
got her either.
Oh,
She's not a very incredibly interesting character.
Oh,
so-
Nat-
there
Natsum?
was Zaid.
Where's
Yeed.
2's where they introduced the other fucking blue Asari, right? Like the real magic. bitch.
Sahara?
Yes.
I don't remember her
Yeah,
name
she
at
was
all,
like
but-
Sahara?
she's like one of the
Sahara.
strongest ones out there and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like a Templar or
She's
something.
cool. She had a nice
know.
fucking rack.
I love
I
that.
mean, I'll go on.
remember.
I'll go on fucking
Well,
point
her
and say
personality
that.
was great. No, she had a nice rack.
But she didn't have an ass, so I mean that's why I didn't fuck her.
Sorry, don't really have an ass.
Take that back.
Just saying.
The arse person.
Then-
Tally returns.
The fucking poor man's Krogan.
Who
You get
honestly is
Grunt.
one of my
Grunt?
favorite characters in the game.
Really?
Well,
The girl's little.
I
Compare-
knew you fucking smoked crack,
no,
but now you
dude,
just solidified it.
No,
Dude,
just
it's fucking
comparatively.
I picked the poor man's Krogan.
Well, yeah, he's not as good as Rex, but I don't necessarily think he's a bad character.
At the same time, I can see why. Like, I mean, you should like him more because he's kind of in the same vein as
Miranda. Like, yes, it's not a bad storyline, but what I'm saying is, you'd
Yeah, the
already given
story's
us Rex.
interesting.
You know what I mean? Was my only thing with Grunt. Is just like, you're not as cool as the last guy,
Well,
dude.
yeah, I mean, comparatively, like I wasn't disagreeing with you. Like he's not. as
You
cool.
know what I mean? Like, kind of in the same vein as Star Wars. Like, for me personally, like, fuck off, Luke Skywalker. Obi-Wan's badass. You know what I mean? I've already seen the baddest motherfucker out there. I don't know. It's kind of that same vein. You know what I mean?
I can understand. You can't replace Rex,
Yeah.
but he filled the
Nah.
role, not necessarily the personality.
Oh,
the Krogan
something we had touched upon since we're still on companions. When you meet Garrus again, and he is a pimp fucking
As the
daddy.
Archangel?
Yeah, because the Archangel assassin or
epic.
whatever.
That was fucking sweet. Like he's he's
And,
fortifying that whole
two-
position by himself.
Yeah, and then he gets blown out because T's the one where he's like missing like some part of his face and
Yeah,
shit,
when I guess
right?
the helicopter comes. and blows
Fuck,
his
that
face
was
off.
so epic, dude.
He gets that awesome looking scar.
Two gangs were teaming up to take out Garrus.
Was it Blue Angels and was it Blue Angels?
I don't remember.
No.
Was that the Morden planet where you met Morden?
Yeah,
Because there was a
it's
doctor.
Omega.
There was a doctor on
Yeah,
the
it's still
planet. I
Omega.
don't know if it was Morden.
Omega.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
But,
It was like a really shitty like ghetto planet.
Omega?
It was Omega.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Noob.
It was super ghetto-y.
Yes, but Garrus's return was epic and grand.
Okay. Who else?
Who else?
No, I'm trying to dude. Well, there's the green assassin guy we were just talking about
Thane.
earlier. Thane.
Thane.
Thane was a bad
Thane was cool.
motherfucker,
He
dude.
is. I had a gay moment with him. Oh, you want me to explain that to you?
Yeah, well, yeah, explain, because I'm still waiting to hear him talk about sucking dick in 3, but...
Oh, well, like Thane like started opening up to me, and he was like crying and stuff. I think it was about like how he didn't get to have really much of a relationship with his son.
And like how he had that disease.
Yeah, and then like
Oh.
he's like sitting there crying, and, like his hands are just like there in the middle of the table. I picked this one option. My shepherd reaches over, puts his hand on top of his hands. He's like, "I'm here for you." Blacks out. I don't know what happened after that.
It's
They
epic
fucked.
as
Whoa!
They
Yeah.
fucked.
I don't think they fucked.
No, dude.
No,
Thane opened up
Thane
his green
wasn't a
asshole.
gay guy. Like, if you're a chick, you
I think
can
it'd be
fuck him.
female.
But, who the fuck
Or
else?
some sexual tension.
There's
There's
crazy-ass Jack.
Jack.
Dude,
Jack
fuck
died.
her.
Character that got way cooler in 3, if you ask me. But
let her
in 2,
die.
she's like, batch. Why would you let anybody die? Because don't
She's
you get
a
an
fucking
achievement for keeping them
weirdo.
all alive?
She
I got
had a
the-
lot of
Yeah.
issues.
Why the fuck would you let any of them die?
She was a fucking weirdo.
Dude, she was just fucking like abused and like tested on
Yeah,
shit.
but
like,
even
Nah.
you, Fat, you were like, she became a bitch when you were like,
well,
no,
yeah,
I can't
but that's
fuck you."
different. Like when you first meet her and shit, like she's not bad.
Oh yeah.
But what you're talking about is completely different, Jake. Like you can get into this awkward situation where she thinks you're hitting on her when you're like really not, and then if you go fuck somebody else and then you go back and talk to her
she's a
Jack the
bitch.
rest of the game, she's like fuck
off.
Yeah.
That's all she'll say.
Yeah. That
2
happened.
also. Oh what?
That happened. So I let her die.
Mm.
Like,
so fucked
I
up,
felt
dude.
bad for her,
no, I don't need that negative attitude on my ship.
dude.
The Normandy does not need that.
I don't think that
Already.
dictates death
Um,
necessarily, but you know, whatever.
2 also
Let
saw.
us get on a ship together, Jake.
Is
Two-
that an innuendo?
2 also saw the return of fucking Joker, and Joker's walking
Yeah.
because Cerberus gave him his legs back.
Seth Green. We didn't even talk about it in the first one.
Well, we said he was crippled, and I think we moved on.
What else is there to say?
Oh, he's a funny character.
Yeah, he's a comedic and stuff.
And
like
he's
he keeps
crippled.
morale kind of fucking high, but
He's a bro character.
He's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
I think Bacon to the bowling alley. That was fun.
that covered all the companions in it.
We had Tally. We talked about Tally.
Tally,
We
Garrus.
didn't talk about Morden.
It was delicious.
Stop. There's Morden and Miranda still. I think
We're
that's the
missing
last
another
two.
one. Actually, we're missing two. Yes, we're missing two. Jacob and the Geth.
What was his name?
Oh, fuck. Legion.
Legion.
Because he's like, we are Legion.
Yes.
Legion was cool as fuck.
Jake was like the black guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted
right at the
Miranda.
beginning. He's like, I want to be with you.
Dude, the nigger
Like,
version of fucking Caden.
Dude, I'm good on that.
That's how I got like, you killed him off in the first one, but we're gonna bring him back with a different name and black this time.
Pretty much.
He had more personality than Caden.
He was cool.
He had daddy issues.
I didn't really talk to him at all. I guess like I did so I could do a side mission so he didn't fucking die, but
I let him die too.
who the fuck survived? Like 3 had to have been a boring game for you.
No, I think Jake survived. I forgot.
So
It's been a while.
I don't know. So he's I don't know, just true token black guy. Morden's cool, but I can't remember. Is he cool in 2? Like 3 is his big shining
He
moment,
talks a lot.
but
He talks a lot too. He's interesting.
what the fuck else?
He
Mor-
just every
Morden
upgrade
There's,
too, doesn't he?
No.
Morden
He's a
died
party
in
member.
my suicide mission.
Well, no, I know he's a party member. He's really mainly.
You
just
go to
for
his
upgrades.
station for upgrades. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
But 3
was.
comes out horrible.
That's
Hey,
all.
Oh!
hey.
There was
That's all of them.
Legion.
Yeah, I was
talked
gonna
about
say Legion.
Didn't we
Pretty
just talk about
badass,
Legion?
dude. No, we were talking about fucking Morden.
Well, this
You
leads
just
us.
mentioned him.
Legion is
Yeah.
badass, but that leads us into the story of 2.
Motherfucker, we still haven't talked about Miranda.
Oh, talk about Miranda then, you bastard.
Miranda. Well, there's another one we didn't talk about, wasn't there?
Who?
To Jacob. Well, you said 4. We said Jacob, Legion, Miranda, and who the fuck else did we? Did you say? Because you named all 4 that we still had to talk about.
I don't remember.
Tally.
Why's that Tally?
I was looking her up.
Oh Jesus.
How does it look like that?
That's Tally. We won't get into that.
No, it's not.
That's Tally.
That's not fucking Tally.
Okay, whatever.
That's
not fucking
Tally.
Does anybody want to look up how many all the companions in 2?
I think
Well,
we
you
named them
2
all.
are already on your smartphone, so I'm just gonna let you have it.
Companions?
Companions.
Squad member guide. Oh,
Because I thought you said 4. If I'm wrong, then this is drug on for like a minute. Pointless.
Garrus. We got
Yeah, yep.
Garrus, Grunt, Jack. Of course, we got Jack. Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
Kasumi. We did that. Legion. We did that. Miranda, which we're gonna talk about. Morden. Samara. Yep. Oh, that's right. You can get Mornith, her like daughter, if you choose to kill Samara. You take her daughter instead.
I guess I never even knew that.
If you do a mission, you run into it because her daughter's.
Oh
like,
yeah, because I didn't kill her.
Her daughter's a person that like has sex with people and kills them.
So she's like a Black Widow?
Kind of.
Well, I did the bitch's mission, but I just don't remember that. Like, dude, I haven't. Fuck, it's been too long. I just remember 3 more because this is a more recent one that I played. So I'm really stoked about that HD pack when they do it on the Xbox One.
Oh, I'm buying.
My
it.
fucking cock in my head exploded when I read that.
Yes.
At the same time,
Whoa.
they're like, this guy's head exploded and there's fucking jizz all in his pants and blood. But anyway,
Miranda.
so Miranda, I don't know. Well, I guess we did cover Miranda. No, we got everybody because we talked about Miranda when I said I fucked her.
And how
We said how we viewed upon her.
you feel bad for her.
I do. Tortured soul, man. And she let me put my dick in her, so.
Jesus.
Something Grunt did not offer.
Did you ask?
I didn't. You know, maybe I would have liked Grunt more if he was like, I'd take a dick up the ass, man. Looking at a Krogan's mouth, I would not want a blowjob.
I don't
can
know,
understand
man. They got really thick lips.
That's like going up to a predator and being like, you want to suck my dick? Oh, fuck no, dude.
Reward.
But you said one of the major plot points in 2 when we were talking about Legion with the whole Geth. Where were you going with that, dude?
Well, I just wanted to get into the plot of 2. like, the story starts off with the Normandy being attacked, I think, by an unknown assailant.
That's when you fight the collectors, right?
Correct.
It's fucking gay shit.
But we'll get into that. And Shepard's killed,
Well, you think
Seemingly.
so.
Bam! Right off the fucking bat.
and then he's brought back to life.
And half of his face
Somehow.
is still glowing and shit,
It
right?
heals.
Yeah, as
Unless
the game
you
progresses.
choose Renegade.
Yeah, my face didn't heal.
You become scarred and you get red eyes for some reason.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Does that carry over into 3? If you're a renegade?
Yes.
The scarred red-eyed man.
It looks
He
good.
will save the galaxy.
Yes. But you're killed, but then your body is recovered and you're brought back to life by
Cerberus. Which were bad guys in 1.
which are bad guys. And they're led by Martin Sheen, the mysterious man.
Yeah.
Who comes to fruition in 3.
We'll get into that.
But they rebuild the Normandy, they rebuild you, and they give Joker fucking legs.
Really?
Well, yeah, because
They own you.
Shepard
bros.
died in a suicide because he was saving somebody. Wasn't that it?
I
Why
think
he died?
he saves crew members to get.
Yeah.
He gets them through the door and then he gets like sucked off. Because you're in like a zero gravity kind of moment gameplay.
Yeah.
You're like,
No!
See, like, right in that moment when they killed off the main character and then brought him back, I'm like, I don't really know how they're going to fucking end this trilogy. Because, they had already announced 3 was coming out and shit. I was like, yeah.
Spoiler.
Here's our big deal. We're going to kill him for a second
Dude,
time.
How could you ruin that for me? Why would you do such a thing?
We'll get into
Shut
that.
the fuck up.
You shut the up, fuck.
So then you just basically, you're not working for the Alliance anymore. You're kind of a rogue Spectre and you just do shit
Did you say
Cerberus wants
Alliance?
you to.
Is this a Horde
Yes.
and Alliance? It's WoW.
But
Shut the fuck up with that.
it's all kind of like a roundabout thing. The collectors are taking humans from colonies.
Oh yeah, dude, because that's you run into Ashley.
Yes, exactly. They're harvesting humans, which eventually is just kind of a roundabout way to like get back to the Reapers, because the Reapers are working with the collectors. But the collectors were actually an ancient race. I can't remember the name of the race, but they were.
Oh yeah, dude, because in 3 you get the only last living one of them as a DLC party member.
Exactly.
I know the cats you're talking about, but yeah, the collectors. Fuck tubes where you find out like the fucking the Geth aren't really evil. They're just programmed and shit. And you can like turn to like flip them off and make them good or whatever.
Well, see, it's just like that leads into another thing.
Because they have a hive mind.
Yeah. Let's get the main story out of the way, and then we'll start going on that
Motherfucker,
side.
that was part of the main storyline.
Kind of.
It was like
Kind
the
of.
story.
That was a big part of the main story.
But then you have like the introduction of Harbinger, who's watching over the collectors and controlling them, which leads into you going to stop them on the final mission, and you go through the Omega 4 relay, which is like the death mission.
Yeah,
where-
no one had ever done it, right?
Yep, and people can die.
Where apparently a lot of Kyle's team members died.
And then you get to the retarded plot point. Oh my god, they're making a human Reaper,
Dun dun dun.
which was the stupidest final boss. One of the stupidest final
See,
bosses.
I didn't even remember the fucking end boss fight to 2. What I think about the end of 2 was just you telling me you were like, because like I said, I didn't get 2 till after it came out, and D over here was like, yeah, you need to like be pretty good friends with everybody if you want to like have them live through the end of the fucking game, and you get an achievement for it. And being a whore like I am, I'm all for that. So I get the fucking friendships and stuff like that. And the first thing you have to do is like you need somebody smart to go through and unlock a door. And I was like, Legion's a fucking robot. Let's send him in there. Then the door opens and fucking Garrus gets shot in the face. And I went back and restarted it. I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm not letting Spock over here fucking die. I don't want to do a whole video game just to bring him back. But anyway.
Morden died for me during that part. So they're like, we need somebody smart to open the door. So I thought of Morden automatically. And he got shot in the face.
Well, it says somebody that's good with like programming robotics and stuff and hacking, which would be Tally or Legion.
You know, hindsight, I could see that, but I was just like, oh, Morden.
Oh yeah,
you know, this is going to be your shining
It was
moment.
the cat that you sent through, because whoever you sent through, that's one that got shot in the face. Because I did do Garrus because I thought he was smart. And then I was like, no, okay, we're gonna send the robot.
Well,
Yep,
and then
I had that backwards.
Then during the
first time.
second part of that suicide mission, they were like, we need somebody strong to lead this team. So I was just like, Grunt, you're fucking strong as shit. Lead that team, and he died.
No, you
I
see
thought-
someone with leader quality.
Yeah,
like
you
Jacob.
don't use the fucking sorry bitch because she could put up the shield.
That
button
was
for
during the
everybody.
third part.
Yeah, but if no, that's like sending people back to like take the survivors back to the Normandy.
Oh, Morden, dude.
I picked Jacob.
I picked Morden,
I was like,
and they
Yeah, I
all
picked
live.
Jacob
black guy
for
dies
that.
first.
Black guy dies first.
I'm just kidding.
My whole idea was Morden was fucking worthless in battle, so I'm like, fuck it, nerd, take everybody back to the fucking ship. I guess you were like, you're worthless, Blackie, take him back to the ship.
I was kidding. Well, I mean, I actually did send Jacob, but
Kyle, are you falling asleep over there?
No, I'm reading about this Taurus 380.
oh
God,
Jesus Christ.
fucking Christ.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
why I didn't know if we could even do it, dude.
But that's basically the main story. I can't remember like what happens after you take out the Human Reaper. It's just like, oh, Harbinger's fucked. Okay, we win.
No,
don't know.
what happens is, because you need to, they build it up because you know, like, the fucking full-on Reaper invasion is going to happen. And,
Yeah, they
like,
lead up
basically
to-
what happened in 3, but he knows that, so he's like, we need to prep the
You have
galaxy.
2 years to prepare.
Yeah, but that's how 2 ended was he's like, we need to start preparing
Yeah.
and blah, blah, blah.
And then makes you wait 2 years, 2 or 3 years for the next game. Yes.
Which started off with Earth. You see, you get to go to Earth for the first time in the Mass Effect.
And shit, and then that ship, and you can see her
Die.
and the ghost. Yeah, to die.
What?
Did we just jump from to 3 already? I thought we were going to talk about events in 2.
I thought that was the segue.
Yeah, I
into
thought
three.
we'd ended 2 because we just talked about the end of the fucking game.
Oh, I mean, we covered the story, but I wanted to like, I mean, were there any big events that you guys were like into?
Just
Fucking
the loyalty
Miranda.
missions, man.
Fucking Miranda. Yeah, I didn't
Well-
think that was a very tasteful scene.
With
Wow.
the rubbing
I
and
don't
shit.
know.
Isn't, like,
Bioware,
the
that was
engine
one
cores
thing.
and-
Yeah.
That was one thing that came and said BioWare storylines get shittier as they go on. Sex scenes keep getting better.
I disagree because that was not tasteful. Nor was the Jack one.
It was better than 1.
Tally's the most tasteful. Take off the mask.
What are you doing? Why are you touching me?
The most tasteful.
She asks why you're touching her.
I don't know,
She
dude. What the
didn't
fuck?
hear it?
Well,
The Ashley reunion. That's a pretty big one.
That's
yeah,
pretty
but like
intense.
that was just a brief thing. Well, she's frozen on that one planet, right?
Yes.
Like not of ice, but like she's frozen. You kind of see her because all the humans on that colony were frozen because they were gonna get sucked up into the Reaper fucking ship, wasn't
Collectors. Yep.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Fucking, it's all the same. They all work for each other.
I'm trying to remember big parts in 2.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, fuck.
Omega's epic because I know you meet that like lady that controls it all, and she's like, "Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
do work for me, bitch."
Yeah, she's
Samara?
really cool.
No, there's like another Asari there.
Yeah, the
You're
one
really
that
badass,
runs Omega,
sorry.
and then you retaking Omega on too.
I think so. Yes. Because you take out the 3 gangs.
Other than a select few loyalty missions, man, I don't really remember much. Like really key events into.
It was the filler game.
There were some good loyalty missions. Miranda's, you help like save her little sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
You go and save her little sister.
Now Natsumi, like, although I said she's not that interesting of a character, her loyalty mission was pretty fun.
Was it
though.
Grunts? Like you go and like try to find out
Grunts
where
was
he was
epic.
made and shit.
No, you
No.
like try to make him like a true.
Oh yeah,
Krogan.
you go and do the
Yeah.
battle thing
And then
to
that's
make
where you
him a
meet
true
Rex.
Krogan.
I want to talk
Yeah,
about
that's where you find that
Natsumi's
big
though real
giant
quick, just
sand
because it was
snake and
epic.
Shit like that.
Something Ma.
The grandma.
Yeah.
Or the
The grandma.
The boss. Yeah, it's a boss fight.
something ma.
Grunts was epic. Natsumi's loyalty mission was just
Doesn't
fun
that have something to do
though.
with like a boyfriend or something?
No. You like snuck into this dude's mansion and you were like dressed up in a tux, looking all pimping and shit. You had
Yeah,
to
well,
break
you're
into
doing a
safe.
fucking heist, dude. It is a thief. How? Like, who didn't see that fucking coming?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What's your loyalty
exactly.
mission? You're a thief. We're gonna go rob some shit.
it was awesome.
Thresher
I
ma.
thought it was
Thresher
just
ma.
fun.
Then Jacobs, he had daddy issues. I remember that one.
Yeah, you find his dad and he's like crazy and shit.
And he was black.
Who didn't see that coming? Also,
I never did that because Jake was half black, and I'm like,
I guess that's the thing with 2. We saw every choice around the corner before it even happened. Jacob's dad, black.
That's true. That's true. I'm trying to. Thane, you go help his son.
Maybe help us son assassinate that
Dude,
one
everybody
guy.
has family issues. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
it
what
was.
the fuck?
Nobody, or I guess the one bitch that was like, "Help me rob something." That was the only one that was like, "I just want to do something for
What was
myself."
the
Jeez,
big
it is all
thing?
family issues.
What was the big thing? in
Tally's with her
Jax?
dad and stuff on the council.
Well, Tally's she was like
Samara's
being
with her
accused.
daughter.
Hers was like a court case almost.
Jesus.
Shepard's
Wow,
was when he
Rick.
got touched as a child.
I don't remember that one.
Oh,
What was Jax? You like go back to her
Yeah, you go back to check out like
her
the faculty she was
prison
raised in and
bullshit?
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Don't you find somebody there or something? I don't remember what the
I can't
hell.
remember Garrus's for the life of me. That's sad.
Jesus, what was Garrus's?
You were his best friend.
He was he was the bro character.
he was the most.
No, dude,
human.
Garrus, you had to track down like a criminal. Wasn't that it? Like, wasn't that his loyalty mission?
Thought that was
You
the
had to
first
track down.
That was
Yeah, that was one,
Thane.
dude.
Was that?
No, Thane.
Thane?
Thane's where you help
What?
his son.
No,
Yeah.
You help his son check on a criminal.
You stop his son from killing the criminal.
Yeah,
I swear that
okay.
was two.
Because his son's like, I want to be like my dad, who I don't like.
And he's like, no, you don't want to be an assassin, son, and like backhands him.
And then
Or
they're
at
like,
least in my head, that's how I remember
No,
it.
that's how it
Thane
went.
died. Yeah, second
Way to
died.
jump to fucking 3,
we aren't
dude.
getting into that yet. Jesus.
Who
Actually, how the
survived?
fuck are we gonna pull off 3 since Chuckles over here hasn't even fucking played
It's
it?
just going to be all spoilers.
Look,
Fuck, I don't even want to play the
honestly-
game now.
I honestly don't give a shit. So
I think.
you know,
What are we
whatever.
doing? How are we doing on time?
We are at 1 hour, so we can go to fucking 3 at
Oh,
this
yeah,
point.
I think. I mean, 2. It's the lesser game. I think there's
Yeah,
one
for
person
sure.
here that supports it over the
I don't
first
think
game.
2 is a horrible game, but I think the gameplay is a little lessing.
I remember.
I thought you enjoyed it.
But the
I remember
story-
somebody going out of their way to proclaim that 2 was better than
Way
1.
better.
You said
You did.
You.
prefer
you
the
said you like
gameplay
it more
to-
because of the story elements.
And the
Wait, in
gameplay
every
on
discussion
Sober, and
I've
we'll talk
had.
about it again. Not as a podcast, but you know, it's personal.
Kyle's like off air. Let's talk about this off air, guys.
Well, he has 3 people that disagree with his initial
no,
statement.
it's not that. It's that I can't collect my thoughts well enough to.
It was a more streamlined
Pretty good.
game because BioWare was reaching to a bigger audience at that point.
Well, the gameplay was way more like it figured out what it was doing with the gameplay, so it made it more way more.
I think it was
smooth.
watered down.
I think it's watered down. I agree.
Story, that's one thing I'll say. Like the story
Tomato.
was, like I said, okay, but combat wise and game mechanics got watered down from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3. Fucking 3, you could you could go and not even do dialogue in that fucking game.
Walkthrough.
Yeah.
That fucking action playthrough or
From
whatever.
what I did play of 3, there was barely
get
any
into that.
dialogue, and it did piss me off quite a bit.
Let's get into that. 3, Mass Effect 3.
The one where the true posers came out.
You have multiplayer in this one also.
Mm.
We'll get into
Multiplayer.
that.
Hours of fun.
Hours of fun. But let's talk about characters first. Returning characters. Let me look
Fucking
up
like
the
everybody
companions.
at that point, dude.
It-
You want to grab
everybody
me a
does come
beer
up.
skin? You need a refill, Jig?
No, I'm not quite.
Mass
You should catch up. He's
Effect
fucking drunk.
Oh, fair
3.
enough.
I looked at the time, and that's why I'm like, fuck, I'm going to start drinking. It's already 11.
He's at that so
I eat some
raw bacon.
And now,
He's looking at raw
Skinny
bacon. Just
Kyle.
a packet of raw bacon.
wants to bring you a message from Raw Uncooked Bacon. His snack of choice.
Jake, that joke went nowhere.
Kyle. Kyle.
Okay, so
Why are you making bacon?
Hey! Back to the show.
the returning companions, like that are actually companions. I mean, I think you meet almost everybody. They're like insignificant characters.
Yeah, like Rack. You do meet Rex, but once again, it's like 2. He's not a companion.
Lame as
But you
fuck.
do meet everybody from 1 and 2, basically.
Caden's back, still lifeless. I don't think we even need to get into that.
My kid was dead.
So,
Oh yeah, we
so
all
was
had
mine.
dead. We all had dead Cadens.
This is a new one. I think we didn't cover this in the first 2 games, but Edie, our computer companion, becomes a companion and Joker's love interest.
Was Edie in 1?
Yes, she talks
Oh
against
fuck,
him.
dude.
No, she was in 2. Remember?
I
she
was gonna
wasn't
say,
part-
I thought 2 because
she
that was a
wasn't part of
Cerberus
one.
upgrade.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is
They
into-
were like they added. He
Because she was supposed to like fucking do shit for them and
Yeah.
record and spy on them.
help control shit.
He was pissed off because he was like, they added this bullshit.
I fucking remember that. Yeah, she does take over that body, and then Joker's like, I want to fuck that robot.
Yes, that becomes yes, and then Javik. I can only half.
Yeah,
remember him.
he was the
He's
one.
Well, not collector, but what they were before being
Well,
collectors.
I don't know. Click on him. It'll just say what he is. What the fuck is that race? What the?
It's not telling me.
But
It's not telling me.
Prothean.
It might be Prothean. I think that is the Protheans. I think that is it.
Yeah, because I think because you find him in a tomb and he was like lost of his kind and shit.
That's right. And then Liara returns, being
Yep.
the same kind of deadpan jokes and humor she always was.
Well, Liara wasn't in 2, right? She was just in the Shadow Broker DLC.
yeah, well, that's when she that leads into her being like dark Liara.
Yeah, and like taking over the Shadow Broker, and then 3 she came back, but as a companion again, right?
Exactly. Yes. And then Garrus, obviously the bro character. Gotta be the bro
The
character.
2 Krogans, Grunt and fucking Rex.
They're not companions.
Well, just Grunt is.
Is he? I don't know.
Grunt, I'm fairly certain he's a companion in 3.
I'm going down the list. We'll see. The lame dude that was voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr., James Vega.
Fuck Vega.
Yeah,
the
the
real
Frohawk?
buff, like steroid guy.
Yes.
I always got the feeling he was shooting up steroid into his cock.
I thought he was gonna like try to fuck me.
The fuck are you guys doing? Like for real? But anyway,
Nope. James Vega. He was a faggot.
yeah, he was kind of a worthless fucking character.
Ashley returns and like becomes a
Yeah, Ashley,
bombshell.
just like
let's go
Lara,
James.
she
Did
fucking
any of
returns.
you guys wrestle with James? Or was that just me?
I did.
The gay guy.
Yeah.
I
No.
didn't realize he was gay.
I think he's bi.
How the fuck do you not realize he's gay?
Frohawk tattoos.
'Cause, like I wrestled with
He
him
looked like
until the
he
end.
looked like a flamer, yeah, but I was like, whatever.
And like there are the options to like kick his ass.
I
and
just thought he
felt
was a
bad, so
tool.
I took it easy on him.
Dude,
But it was weird.
What?
The gay guy?
You took it easy on
You
him.
you got the game like 2 weeks before I did, so like it was just like Dragon Age. You'd be like, oh, just wait till you get the club scene. You get to the club scene and you can like hit on him while he's dancing and shit.
That's the different guy. That's like the ship dude that helps watch the ships. I can't
Yeah,
remember
but
his name.
he was gay too.
He's like you. God damn it! We need to talk about these characters. Then we'll get into that. I want to talk about that part.
But all right, Vega, the big muscle-bound beefhead.
Again, Ashley returns as a bombshell.
Yep.
Don't know
But
what happened
Miranda
there.
fucking returns.
Is she a companion? there?
Yes, because
Okay.
I banged her.
Tally returns.
Yeah.
No, that's the only. You have temporary squad members, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, Miranda was temp,
Yeah.
but you can still fuck
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, you can still go after love interests from previous games, but it doesn't mean they're party
Dude,
members.
just anything with Miranda and fucking.
Because I think you can still have the Thane romance, but that's tragic. We won't get into that. Just
Dude, when
yet.
Thane fucking dies, that was the best sad fucking part of the
I
game.
guess we're getting into it. Well, he's basically on his deathbed the whole time, isn't he? Like,
Well, yeah,
you
he
don't
has a
see him-
disease that's slowly killing him. He has like basically cancer of his, or you know what I mean, of,
Of the
his
Krell?
species. Yeah.
Krell, yep. And they're dead. He dies. Thane dies.
Yeah, he died.
Well, yeah.
Pretty-
Well, it's not from
pretty
the
quick.
disease though. It's he gets attacked. Remember, because you go visit him in the
No.
hospital.
No, my guy saved Thane.
Yeah, but he
And
still died
he still
of
dies.
wounds.
Then he died in the hospital.
Mhm. But it wasn't not of the disease. It was of the wounds.
No, he died in the hospital. It wasn't
In the
hospital.
hospital from the wounds he
No,
got.
it
It wasn't
wasn't
the
of the
disease that
wounds.
finally took him over. Because
I-
that was like the heartbreaking moment, and you went down and fucking killed the motherfucker that did it to him.
Maybe.
Or no, was it the main? It was that gay assassin guy. Remember the
Yeah,
guy with the sword?
fucking
He's the one that
gay-ass
stabs
hair
him.
and fucking
I
shade.
fucking hate that boss battle.
That was
We'll get
so
into that.
stupid, dude.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because basically that's what Cerberus replaced
Well,
you with,
It did
was that
feel
guy.
good to kill him.
Fucking pussy.
huh?
It did feel good to kill him.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
because you're revenging a bro, dude.
Yes, but let's get into the main story, and then we'll start going into the side shit.
Well, all right, we kind of tabled on it or whatever, but 3 starts off with, in the first time in the Mass Effect trilogy, you had to go to fucking planet Earth. But planet Earth is being attacked because the full-on, this is 2 or 3 years later, the full-on Reaver fucking invasion has finally hit.
Shit hits the fan.
Exactly, like it's a big fucking battle and shit. And doesn't 3 also end on Earth too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
'cause
does.
You have to do that as the
Yeah, it comes.
huge wave.
3 comes full circle. We'll just leave it at that. But and then you go off to go fucking build. That was the only fucking shitty thing about. I will say that about Mass Effect 3. If you didn't constantly play the game, your fucking galactic defense went down.
Yes.
So you had to play multiplayer every fucking day, or else it would go down.
It was kind of an interesting concept, though.
Well, it drove people to play multiplayer. I see why they did it.
Yes, but it kept your fleet strong. Yes, exactly.
See, I thought Dragon Age was going to do something like that, which is I've been playing
I think
multiplayer
Jesus
big
said they
of a-
don't. But anyway,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, you go around and build your galactic defense, and then the shit goes down every day. So you had to fucking play multiplayer, and that's why like when they were like, oh, we're gonna release the extended ending or whatever, because so many people bitch. I was like, I'm not even gonna go see it because my galactic defense is too fucking low.
I will explain the extended ending to you.
What wasn't it
Red,
if you got up
white,
to
or blue?
level 15, you could sacrifice your online character to boost up your galactic defense? Because playing multiplayer would do it, but you would get a fucking huge boost if you sacrificed your. We weren't sacrificing them. You were turning them over to the service
Yeah,
or
it's
some
level
shit.
20.
And then level 20, then you would have to start back over to the level 1.
Exactly.
But what else were you gonna go with that, D?
I just want to finish off like the basic plot of the main story, and then we can get into the other things. Basically, we're getting ready for the Reaper onslaught. It's a really simple story in 3. It's not even that complicated,
Do you have a towel, Kyle?
There's projectiles over there.
except that you basically find out that the mysterious man in Cerberus, was working for the Reapers all along.
In a weird way.
In kind
He
of
was
weird
trying
way.
to fucking
Contrived way.
take it down from inside,
Yeah,
wasn't
from
it?
inside.
But
But in the end, it
He
ended
was
up
trying
corrupting
He was
him.
trying to control them.
Yeah, he was trying to
For
use
what?
it to his own advantage.
and then you talk to some spirit thing.
The child?
The child.
Fuck, I don't remember that.
You talk to the child, and you have the 3 choices. Make a choice.
You mean red, white, or green?
Yeah.
Or some shit like that?
The ending?
1 destroys all synthetic life. 1 synthesizes synthetic and living life so they can live
Jake,
together.
give me another beer. We're talking about the ending, right?
Yes, and then 1 just like, I guess, makes it so the synthetics go live somewhere else. I
You
don't
want
know.
to hear some funny ass shit? Because the ending was also affected by your galactic defense. Robert, because we found this out because of Robert. You and me did multiplayer, so we had the 3 options. Robert didn't do multiplayer, so when he got to the fucking end of the game, he had like 2 options. And it is possible to only have 1 option if your galactic defense is literally that fucking low.
No, the options were 1 destroys them, 1 combines them, and 1 makes them like the primary.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you didn't do multiplayer, you could end, or you didn't have a high enough galactic defense, it was possible to go in there with only less options.
It's true. Oh, I fucking god. But then you make your choice, and so happens, and gives you this biggest bullshit ending you could ever wish for. Shepard dies no matter what.
I
Well,
figured.
that's not true. It shows like a little
I'd
cutscene
at
of his
least see
chest
that.
going up like he's breathing,
Shepard dissipates.
but then it like shows everybody remembering Shepard with like his like plaque on the wall of the Normandy.
Like if he's not dead, then it at least strongly hints that he's dead. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, and then even the extended ending didn't like help like elaborate on what really happened.
But
And that's it. That's Mass Effect 3, and
actually, Mass Effect. All right, I really liked Lair of the Shadow Broker in 2. Mass Effect 3 had one of my favorite DLCs, Leviathan.
see, I don't know if I ever played Leviathan.
You didn't, because I remember talking to you about this. Basically, the plot of Leviathan was you found out there was a Reaper that hunted down Reapers.
It's like a good Reaper.
Yeah, and it was hidden on this ocean planet, kind of like Attack of the Clones, the clone planet, how it's all fucking water and shit. And you find him deep down under the water, and it's a Reaper that goes around killing fucking other Reapers. He was like one of the originals, and he like broke off from the rest of them and didn't agree with what they were doing.
Does that have any effect on the main story if you play
No,
it?
but it was interesting. Like the DLC was just more adding to the lores. That's what I never played Mass Effect 1 DLC. That's how I took 2 and 3. It just kind of added to the lore and the universe. Like it didn't really add to the storyline of each game per se or affect it in any shape or way. Blowjob, but anyway.
Blowjob.
Does
Does anybody have anything else to add to 3? I mean, is any big parts?
I had a very low interest. to play
Dude,
that
are
I
you
think we're
fucking
missing
high?
the one, the
We're
Morden.
missing the big one, Morden,
Morden.
where he goes and cures it.
Well, Morden died
What
playing
is
it
the
too.
Genophage, wasn't that what it's
Genophage.
called?
That
that-
kept Krogan.
Krogans can reproduce.
1 in 20 Krogan would survive birth.
And he fucking sacrifices himself to cure it because he was one of the guys that helped create it. Wasn't that
Yes.
also
Yeah.
it?
Which I guess we didn't get into the Genophage either.
fuck it.
Well, Morton died for me in 2.
We're already
Even if
in
I
3,
completed
so.
3, even if I completed 3, then that wouldn't have happened. For me.
But I don't know. That was a fucking tear. I got
made me
fucking
too.
teary-eyed at
Yeah.
that point.
I didn't get teary-eyed.
Well, we already established I'm a big fucking wussy when it comes to shit like that. So I started teary. I was like, fuck no, dude. Morton, why? Like when I play 2, I'm like, you're fucking worthless, dude. Then in that moment, I'm like, why, dude? You're so awesome.
Morton's cool.
He
really
pulled
is.
a fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi on us. Self-sacrifice, man.
Nothing to add.
Or in my case,
What else happened in 3?
mandatory
What
sacrifice.
else happened in 3?
3's not. Oh, okay. We can get into the gay dude moment.
The
I want
club
to talk
scene?
about that. The club scene.
Boom, boom, boom. Was his name
Cortez?
Cortez? Yeah, Cortez.
He managed the ships.
The shuttle that would bring you down from the
shuttle,
Normandy
he drove
onto
it.
the planet.
Yes. So wherever you went, he would go with you. He was kind of like your chauffeur, I guess. Your sexy.
Of your
Hispanic-
cock.
Yeah.
Like, if you chose, he was the only like guy you could fuck.
But yes, I know there's that one scene in the club where you're just hanging out and you see him. And I walk over with my shepherd and I'm like, oh, I didn't notice you here. Blah, 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 blah. Ask him what he's doing. He's like, oh, just checking out the
Checking out the goods.
checking out
wasn't
the
it?
goods. And he's like, well, you aren't looking at me. And he's like, well, I didn't say I wasn't looking. That
Dear
was the
God.
gayest moment ever, but it was like epic as fuck. God damn. And his husband died.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing. He's like suicidal when you first started talking to him, and then basically from being a nice guy and talking to him, you could just do a gay love interest in him.
Hey, if that's your thing, man, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Jake, get back on the fucking show.
I have nothing to add to this conversation.
You weren't trying to add anything.
Yeah, but don't you know
didn't
it's
play
picking up
3.
you walking around singing the fucking bacon.
3 was interesting. It added a lot of different enemy types also, I think is the biggest thing. They were like those hulking things. What were they called?
What? Wasn't 3 where you could get into the robot thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yes.
And you do the airdrop onto that fucking planet or whatever.
Exactly. They really elaborated on the gameplay in 3 compared to 2.
Omniblade. I thought that shit was weak.
No, not that, but just like there were a lot more abilities, in my opinion, compared to 2. The multiplayer is the big draw, though, I think.
Yeah. Dude, that was so much fun. That's why I'm really looking forward to doing the HD pack and just replaying that with you.
I did
So
actually
many
play
hours
quite
of
a bit
doing
of the
multiplayer with you and Tim.
You know who our third will be, though, right?
Ain't gonna be you.
That's fine with me.
I'm
find 2 other people.
Vanguard.
Like I really don't give a shit. I'll find other people to play it with. I had quite a bit of fun playing the multiplayer from what I play of Mass Effect 3.
Dude, that would be tits, because that would be like a full-on reunion if like that, because you said Tim was gonna come back to Xbox Live.
At an unknown time.
And it's an unknown time when we get this HD pack. And that would be perfect.
I thought it was like middle next year.
Motherfucker.
Is it really going to be an HD pack, though?
I think it'll just be a re-release. Like, I think they'll pull Devil May Cry.
I just want more achievements, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. That's why you rebuy everything for the Xbox One.
Fuck yes.
Oh, I already like these games, so fucking... I don't know, are we done on Mass Effect?
I think
I don't think
we
it...
covered everything.
Because we kind of lost the other two. It's just you and me at this point, so...
Well, I have nothing to add at this point, and Kyle's incredibly drunk.
So,
Well,
we
that's
literally
actually
covered Mass Effect 3 in like 20 minutes. Because we're only at an hour and 8 minutes now.
It's because it is like the weakest,
Oh, yeah.
in my opinion, the weakest. I mean, I guess we.
I'll say
Yeah,
it
the
again.
thing,
I
the thing
had no
with 3
desire.
is it just like closed a lot of storylines because you had Morden in the Genophage at the end of
Well,
3.
I feel
Shepard
like it
himself
actually
dies.
left
It just
way
kind
more
of
open.
closed everything.
Tell me the story about the shepherd.
Yeah, fuck that shit, nigga.
Kyle, you said that you
Oh my
felt
God.
that they left more open.
The fuck did they
Stu?
leave open?
Well,
I want to hear what you're going to say, and then I'm going to tell you what I think.
Well, all the things are like they closed the Arachnite thing. They closed the Shepherd story.
Shittily,
Shittily, and that's about it.
and you don't get you don't know what happens to those characters after that.
Exactly.
That's not very good.
Like, no, I think we're on the same side on this.
Origins
Like-
had the Dragon Age Origins.
like,
That's how
yeah.
it should have been done.
And they gave that little extra bit on the end of even the text was just fine.
How the fuck did Dragon Age Origins?
You
You
add
do the
text and tells, oh, this is what this character did. Oh, this
Yeah.
is what happened when you chose this.
I was gonna say, dude, I was like, you didn't even go do Witch Hunt. What are you talking about?
I beat Mass Effect 3. It was about 11:30 at night. I turned off my Xbox and sat there in the dark for about 15 minutes contemplating what had just happened.
I remember you telling me that story.
Was I pissed? Was I sad?
It was just like
I wasn't happy.
Felt
just
screwed.
I felt screwed.
Those hours wasted in all 3 games just to lead up to.
Choose a color.
Shepard dies at the end.
That's about it. You're going to die. That's about it. And it was
I
very.
don't know.
Eh.
BioWare supports their creative decisions.
I will say, I don't know. I do agree that they kind of went downhill with every game. I guess Dragon Age Inquisition would kind of be their redeeming thing.
It is the redeeming game, but
I mean, fucking look at that. Because you had Mass Effect and Dragon Age Origins, then it's just downhill from there for both
true.
series.
We're gonna make. I guess this is kind of like the signing off. We're gonna get into BS. But yeah, this is the end of episode 2, 3.
Of
Kaiju / Ewoks.
oh my,
See you next time, guys.
yeah,
Later.
Penis.
nacho cheese dick.
I like that.
Ugh.